The hallways at UVA Health Children's are filled with color and care for the holidays. This year's Operation Brady Strong Toy Drop bringing in hundreds of donations from across Central Virginia and the Shenandoah Valley, all to make the holidays a little brighter for kids in the hospital. One UVA staff member says these initiatives last a lifetime.
It really exemplifies to our patient families that they're not going through anything alone, that they have a network, whether they know it or not, supporting them in so many various ways. And I think that really goes back to that community aspect and speaks to our community and how much they support our patients and family.
The drive honors a former pediatric patient, and staff say Brady's legacy lives on with every toy that comes through the door.